to another video. Today's video is a realistic day in the life working from home as a software engineer, and I just want to talk about making healthy working from home habits and just how to find that work-life balance while working from home. So first of all, if you want to get more out of your day and not feel like your work day is just being at home and you want to feel like there's more to it than that, number one thing is wake up earlier. I honestly think this is the key to everything. Waking up earlier and getting something done in the morning before starting your workday. So I'm a morning person, and honestly I feel like I could wake up and start my workday straight away, but I choose to go to the gym in the morning because number one, gyms are way too busy in the evening, and number two, I don't have the time flexibility to go to the gym maybe late morning where I'd prefer, but you just gotta get it done. Leaving the house in the morning is such a game changer when it comes to being productive at work. Because think, if you're going into the office, you have that commute time to separate yourself from waking up and then starting work. Honestly, even if I didn't go to the gym, I would have to leave the house. If my body is too sore or I want a rest day, I will leave the house and go for a walk. And this gives me that little separation, something to break up the start of my morning. And honestly, mornings are my favorite part of my day. I wish I could just cherish my mornings and make them last forever. So yeah, whether you go to the gym or not, or whether you want to just take some time to do something for you, maybe you want to journal, work on a little side project, go for a walk, or just get anything done that you need to get done, make sure you get that done first, and then have a little time for yourself before starting your workday. Then it's time for me to start work. My morning stand-ups start at 9:15. I honestly have to rush to start work on time. The reality is my mornings are just not long enough. The stand-ups used to start at 9:30, and that 15-minute change makes such a difference. So here's me starting work just in time for my stand-up. We go around and just explain what we worked on the day before, what we're working on today, and whether we have any blockers or things we're waiting on. It's just a chance to check in with the rest of our team and see where we're all at. After stand-up, I get into my own work for the day. If my work schedule allows, I like doing independent focused work in the morning. This won't always be the case, but if you have the flexibility to choose when you have your meetings, it's worth figuring out when you're most productive and when those meetings suit you best, and then design your day around that. When I work, I don't have my phone on me, it's usually in a different room. I will end up just being distracted if it's near me, so I try and limit all distractions so I can really focus. Something that I think is so important for working from home and having that healthy working from home relationship is having a dedicated workspace. I wish I had an office, but I don't. So I work from my living room currently, but I make sure that I always work from a desk. I will never work from my bedroom. That's just a non-negotiable. You will never see me working from my bed, working from a sofa, or even a desk in my bedroom. If I work from my bedroom, I just don't sleep as well at night. And some people might say it's like a placebo effect, but I genuinely think there's some truth in it. I need to separate things for different areas of my life. So I need to make sure I have a space for working, I have a space for sleeping, I have a space for eating, I have a space for working out, and I just don't want them all to combine into one. So I don't want to work from my bed, which will then impact my sleep, because sleep is the number one most important thing ever. Like, sleep comes top of everything. Sleep is the number one priority, so I'm not doing anything to impact that. And I think it's really important to set those boundaries for yourself and also know how your body works and what's good for your frame of mind, your mental health, and yeah, just don't compromise on that. After working all morning, it's time for lunch. For lunch, I either reheat something I prepped ahead of time or I make something simple and quick like scrambled eggs on avocado toast with some veg. Having meals prepped in advance or keeping things simple allows me to nourish my body without spending too much time in the kitchen during my workday. Like I said before, I never eat at my desk. I make it a point to take a proper break from my work and step away from the screen. This is really important to me for 2 reasons. 1, I find that I can't do my work productively or get into a focus zone if I'm eating while trying to multitask. And 2, my meal times are so sacred to me. I love food and I like to fully enjoy my meals without the distraction of work. For me, food is more than just fuel. It's a moment to unwind and recharge. I also try not to eat if I'm in a bad mood or I'm stressed. I try and calm myself down first because I don't want those negative emotions to affect how I enjoy my food. If I could give one piece of advice here, it would be to use your lunch breaks as a chance to reset. Step away from work, clear your head, focus on nourishing your body. It might seem like a small thing, but taking even a short break to enjoy your meal fully can help you return to your work refreshed, energized, and more focused. So here I've got some avocado toast, scrambled egg, with some fried courgette, red pepper, and some smoked salmon. Then it was back to my work day. In the afternoon, I spent some more time doing some focused independent work on my current ticket. Sometimes I like to get a pen and paper out and draw diagrams or just write out plans or designs or just ways of doing things. Sometimes I feel like I can think better and visualize things with a physical pen and paper instead of on the laptop. Then I spent a lot of time trying to get some code working. It was a long and frustrating day. I spent a lot of time Googling and trying to figure out what was wrong. And honestly, this is most of the job as a software engineer. Google is your best friend. Another crucial aspect of maintaining a healthy work-life balance is managing expectations, both your own and others. This helps prevent overworking and burnout while keeping you productive and satisfied with your workday. First, manage your own expectations. It's easy to set overly ambitious goals, especially if you are a high achiever, but doing so can lead to frustration or burnout if you can't achieve everything on your list. Be realistic about what you can accomplish in a day. This ensures you can finish your tasks on time and still have time to relax. And it helps avoid the trap of always feeling behind. Secondly, it's essential to manage others' expectations. Don't overpromise when it comes to deadlines or taking on too many tasks. It's better to deliver quality work on time than to take on too much and struggle to meet commitments. Clear communication helps ensure everyone is on the same page, reducing unnecessary stress and pressure. To be my most productive self at work, I need screen breaks. If I get the time, I ideally like to go for walks to take a break away from the screen. Walks help me get my steps in for the day and help my mind switch off for a bit, but that's not always possible. So here's me just staring into space and letting my mind wander for a bit. I've also heard that breaking up screen time with eye exercises and staring at something far in the distance is good for your eyesight. I'm short-sighted and spend a lot of time working at a screen, so I should probably do these more often. If you're also spending long hours at a screen, try to incorporate small habits like these to give your eyes a rest and prevent headaches. done for the day, I've just logged off, and that brings me to my last piece of advice, which is know when to log off. Think about it. If you're going to the office, you know when you need to go home. You have other people around you who are also leaving, and you know it's time to go home. When you're working from home, I feel like the lines get blurred a little bit, and it's so much easier just to stay online and work for the evening. But you need to set those boundaries for yourself. Just think of your mental health as well, and taking time for yourself. So I'm about to go to a dance class, and dance is a massive passion of mine. It's literally it's like the love of my life. Dance in the evenings for me brings me so much joy, so I don't want work to get in the way of that. And I feel like it's important for you as well to have that separation. Find your evening routine, go out if you need to go out, see some friends if you need to see some friends, or just chill and stay away from the laptop. Because at the end of the day, also working too much, working too many hours also can be counterproductive as well, right? So I know that if I don't get my movement in, if I don't do the things I love, such as dance, then I won't be my most productive self at work. So you have to prioritize yourself in that sense. Just think your work will be there the next day. The amount of hours you spend sat at a desk does not equate to how productive you are. And don't get me wrong, when I'm working hard. I love working hard, and I love feeling like my brain's working throughout the day. I love being engaged in my work during work. But once it comes to the evening, I want to switch off and do my own thing. So obviously the more I'm able to do my own thing in the evening, the better and more productive I can be during work hours. So I want you to take time for yourself, and again, just set those boundaries. I feel like that's such an important lesson of this video. Knowing what you want, knowing how you work best, and just really thinking of the life you want to live. And if the life you want to live is working 24/7, go and do that. But if it's not, do not feel the pressure to do so. And yeah, just really set those boundaries and look after your mental health. Also just prioritize your time for you outside of work. So I hope this video helps you maintain that healthy work-life balance, and yeah, just set those boundaries for yourself and find your routine, find what works for you, and let me know how it goes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below how you maintain a healthy work-life balance, whether you work from home or not, and what you do to switch off from work.